And welcome back to Picking Fights with Friends. I'm your host, Chris Terry. Thank you for joining us for our UFC 254 preview show, Khabib vs. Gaethje. This episode's brought to you by Half Empty. Go take a look at their website, guys. They have a few new items for sale. So many good fights happened over the weekend. Let's recap with Thomas.
We interrupt your spooky time video to bring you another edition of Casual Corner with Comrade. You know, legend has it that he's still kicking to this very day. Let's do some recaps. Saeed started your night off strong with a KO in the first round. Next, Grishin got himself a KO in the second round. All right, now Malarkey, Park, Robertson, and I'm not going to say his last name. I don't know how to say it. But they all got decisions. Now I want to back up to Park for a second. The stats of this fight are really incredible. He enjoyed 13 minutes and 11 seconds of ground control time. In that time, he landed 258 ground strikes, which is absurd. Hats off to Phillips for not just giving up. Now switching over to the main event. So to start it off, Martinez and Krause both got decisions. Third fight of the main card, Jimmy Crute had a strong showing against Bukauskas, getting a first-round knockout. Your co-main event was a doozy for Choo Choo Chikugian, as Andrade was the conductor and was taking her to Slamtown. Which brings me to the main event, where we saw Ortega in all his glory coming back. Nice to see him back. As you'll see, Ortega won by a unanimous decision by heavily outstriking the Korean Zombie. Okay, enough pussy farting around. Let's get to my fight of the night prediction. Okay, so of course Whitaker and Cannonier is going to be a great fight, but Gaethje and Khabib is something we've all been waiting for. Besides pain, it'll go to the ground. I believe that Justin will stuff a couple takedowns, and he might actually catch Khabib with a couple shots, and maybe he drops him, and that's how he gets to the ground. Now, once they're on the ground, I believe Khabib can turn it around. I think he's going to be surprised, though, by Justin's wrestling. He might not be surprised. He probably knows. But a lot of people don't know about Justin's wrestling background. He's actually very good. So he might have a tougher time than, McGregor. And from there, who knows? Until next time.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
UFC 254 Khabib vs. Gaethje takes place on October 24th on Fight Island in Abu Dhabi. Early prelims begin at 7:30 a.m., prelims at 9 a.m., and the main card kicks off at 11 a.m. And our first fight of the early prelims, we have Alvarez taking on Yakovlev. Odds makers have Alvarez at minus 200 and Yakovlev at plus 170. I'm going to go with Alvarez by submission in round 1. And on to the next fight, we have Hohua taking on Maverick. Odds makers have Hohua at plus 290 and Maverick at minus 360. I am going to go with Maverick by decision. And then we have Nurmagomedov taking on Morozov. This fight has been scratched. And up next is Wood versus I Hate You Keeney. Oddsmakers have Wood at plus 162. And I Hate You Keeney at minus 189. I'm going to go with Keeney by submission in round 2. Then we have Jung taking on Sam Alvey. Jung is minus 360 and Alvey is plus 290. I'm taking Jung by knockout in round 1 since it takes Alvey a couple rounds to get started. I think he's going to catch him early. And then we have Cowboy Oliveira taking on Rachmanov. Oddsmakers have Oliveira at minus 160 and Rachmanov at plus 140. I'm going to take Oliveira by decision. And then we have Stefan Struve taking on Tai Tuivasa. Oddsmakers have Struve at minus 125 and Tuivasa at plus 105. I'm going to go Tuivasa by knockout in round 3. And then we have Malkon versus Haas. Oddsmakers have Malkon at plus 230 and Haas at minus 270. I'm going to go Haas by decision. And on to Ankalaev taking on Cutelaba. Oddsmakers have Ankalaev at minus 270 and Cutelaba at plus 230. I'm going to take Ankalaev by knockout in round 2. And on to the women's flyweight division, we have Murphy taking on Shakarova. Oddsmakers have Murphy at minus 250 and Shakarova at plus 210. I like Lauren Murphy by decision. And on to the heavyweight division, we have Volkov taking on Harris. Oddsmakers have Volkov at minus 165 and Harris at plus 145. I like Volkov by knockout in round 2. And the co-main event of the evening, we have Robert Forrest Whitaker taking on Jared Cannonier. Oddsmakers have Whitaker at plus 100 and Cannonier at minus 120. I'm going to go with Robert Whitaker by decision. And in the main event of the evening, we have Khabib Nurmagomedov taking on Justin Gaethje. Oddsmakers have Khabib at minus 310 and Gaethje at plus 255. This fight's going to be fucking phenomenal. I cannot wait. I am excited talking about it right now. I apologize if I'm talking too fast. Sometimes I do that when I get excited. I'm going to go with Khabib by submission in either round 2 or 3. I have not yet decided, but I think he's going to pull off a submission here. But I wouldn't be surprised if Gaethje were to shock the world and get a knockout. My gut feeling is telling me that Khabib is going to win by submission, but I would not be surprised if Gaethje were to get a knockout here. But overall, I'm going to go Khabib, submission, round 2 or 3. I can't decide yet. I'll let you know Friday, but I think he's going to get a submission. And welcome back to Best Bets. For UFC 254, I have a 3-leg parlay I think will cash. Ankalaev, Murphy, and Haas. As far as straight bets, I like Walt Harris a lot. And for my underdog bets, I really like Whitaker and Justin Gaethje. And that's our show, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Again, I want that calf empty. And drop a comment. Let me know who you think is going to win, or if you have any bets you're going to place yourself, or if you just want to shoot the breeze. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the fights this weekend. Bye.